Podcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello everyone, this is Tim Wilmot from Wizard Systems. Thanks for joining me today for this presentation to show you the capabilities of Workbooks CRM, what areas of your business it can address, and how my company, Wizard Systems, can help you with your CRM project there. Now, we run these short presentations normally every week, focusing on different aspects of workbooks and CRM. And today we're going to look more closely at how you track your sales opportunities. Do you, for example, do you know what business is coming in this month or next month? Do you put a finger in the air and hope for the best, or does your company use a spreadsheet or maybe some other system or an older CRM system for tracking sales? Well, if you're a business owner or a salesperson, this presentation, which will be about 30 minutes or so, is going to be ideal for you. Now, everyone uses a CRM. Every company uses a CRM in different ways. Everyone's got different requirements. I wouldn't have enough time in this 30-minute call to go over all of the extensive capabilities of Workbooks. So after this presentation, if you want to explore Workbooks in more detail, if we haven't done so already, we'd love to organize more of a one-to-one session with you and your colleagues, and then we can go over your specific needs. So just contact us to arrange that special one-on-one presentation. Now, also on the call today, there's about a dozen people on the call. I know we've got some of you have already tried or are on a trial of Workbooks. There's a free trial of the system, so you can put it through its paces and see if you like it. So some people have seen it. So excuse me if I'm going over some information you may already know about Workbooks. I've got to go at the speed of the slowest, so to speak. Now, the audio part of this presentation is one way only. Your microphone is on mute. So if you've got any questions, please type those into the question section on your meeting control panel, and I'll do my best to answer those at the end. Also, this presentation is being recorded. You'll get an email from our system after it's finished with a little link to the recording. You can play back at your leisure, and we'll most likely pop it up on our YouTube channel as well. Okay, so let's get started. Just before we go into Workbooks, bit of information about my company. All we do is CRM. We're based in Bristol, UK. We cover the whole of the UK and further afield. As I say, all we do is CRM. So with Workbooks, we provide a complete service around it. It's a cloud system, so there's nothing to install. You can be up and running very, very quickly. It's very easy to use, very easy to set up. But you may want some assistance in some setup options, migrating data from an older system into this system. Training can be done at your location or our location or online, whichever is your preference, or combination of those. And finally, we offer, of course, ongoing support. So if you get a query or a question about Workbooks, you call our friendly responsive help desk service, and we'll help you out as quickly as we can. So, of course, in working with you, what we want to try and find out is, what do you want out of a new CRM system? What are you expecting Workbooks to give you? Are you looking to solve some issues there? Are you looking to certain objectives to attain? Are you replacing an older CRM system, or maybe you're just starting out in business and you recognize you need something to help you with business development? Well, we want to try and get to the bottom of that and build up a sort of ROI, if we can, as regards the investment. There is a cost to Workbooks and the implementation, and I'll cover cost later on, but we want to try and build up an ROI, try and build up a justifiable financial argument for the investment in a new CRM system, and try and document the benefits it's going to give you. So what is Workbooks? Well, it's an easy to use, cloud-based central system to help you manage information about all the business contacts you work with every day, your organization works with every day, and the interactions with those people. It's a great way of sharing information as well. So I know there's a few sole traders on the call, but if you're working as a team, that's where it really does come into its own, by everyone sharing information and knowing what the other person's up to and delegating stuff backwards and forwards. Really great for doing that. There's some marketing tools in there as well. So if you want to help with the promotion of your products and services, there's some great options for that. I'll allude to that shortly. Unusually for a CRM system, now not many other CRM systems will do this, and this is relevant to the call today, is how you track your sales. Maybe as part of the sales process, you're creating sales quotes, nice looking quotes to go to the customer. Well, Workbooks can do that for you. Not many CRM systems can do that. So we have a sales quote creation capability in Workbooks, all built in, and there's options then for converting quotes to an order or an invoice. Again, not many CRM systems can do that. They would have to rely on some link to an accounting system or billing system or whatever. So we can track these financial transactions, which as I say, is not a normal thing you find in a CRM system. Also, we can track customer service. So if you have a help desk team there, or engineers, or customer support department, they too could be using Workbooks. They're talking to clients maybe as much as salespeople. So it's very important that every customer-facing person is using the same system, is using the same tool to manage their working day, to commit to the system important information, to be able to easily retrieve this information and see what other departments, other team members are up to. Now, as well as it being a great personal productivity tool, it's also a management tool. I know there's some business owners on the call, and this will be a great tool for you to answer those questions like how many inquiries are we getting, and what orders are coming in, and what are the activity levels like, and how many new leads are we getting, and so on. So it's a great management tool to help you make decisions and control the business going forwards. So as I said, Workbooks is a cloud system, nothing to install. You can be up and running very, very quickly. It's a UK system. All the data is very securely stored in the UK and facilities in the UK with a level of security, to be honest with you, that most small, medium-sized businesses could not afford on their own. It's very, very secure. And it's very, very reliable. Last year, we had an uptime of 100%. It's always going to be there when you want it and on whatever device. So just before we dive into Workbooks proper and I show you the system live, just a couple of slides to just to home in on the key aspects of what Workbooks does. So at the heart of Workbooks, it's a ready-made database of all of your business contacts, your customers, your suppliers, your partners, even employees, leads, inquiries. They're all in there. It's very customizable as well. So shortly, when I show you the system, that's an example of what Workbooks can look like for you. The screens can be changed. You can customize the system. It's very easy to do. No program required. So it's very easy to tweak the system and make it work the way you want it to work and track the information you want to know about your customers. And you can build in different security levels as well. So if you want to hide information or make something read-only, you can do that also. But normally with a CRM system, you try and make things open and shareable and visible to every customer-facing person. So you're tracking all of your interactions in the system as well. Every day you may have phone calls, meetings. There's a diary in the system as well. You can link to Outlook and 365 for sharing calendar information. And as you're tracking these activities in Workbooks, you're building up wonderful client history of everything that you've done. So we're not only just tracking sales, we're tracking these interactions as well if you want to, these phone calls, meetings, tasks, other admin options and tasks that you're doing with that customer, all building up that wonderful history. Together with emails. So we link with any email system. If you're using Outlook, Gmail, Yahoo, doesn't matter, Apple, We link to all of those. As you send and receive your emails, they're being copied into the workbook system together with the attachments visible. They're building up that, again, that sort of audit trail of emails you sent, emails you received, your colleagues' emails as well, so you can easily see what everyone else is emailing to that particular contact or company, all visible there in front of you. And it dovetails into any email system. And we are GDPR compliant, this legislation that came in a while back. So if that is on your checklist of a CRM system must help us with GDPR compliance, well, Workbooks certainly does that. It's got a lot of features to assist you with that GDPR compliance, making sure you're on the right side of the legislation. A quick word about marketing. So we can easily import and export data in and out of Workbooks. Anything you put into it, you can get out of it. If you go to shows or you acquire data in a legitimate way, you can import that into Workbook, very easy to do. Another way of getting data inquiries into the Workbook system is linking it to your website. Because this is all online, there's lots of ways of sharing information via the web. So you could have a form on your website. As people fill in that form and they hit the submit button, that automatically becomes a lead record in the Workbook system. It will alert you automatically to say that you've got a new inquiry. It could automate the procedures that lead will go through in allocating it to a salesperson for follow-up. So nothing is going to slip through the net with that kind of process. No more copying and pasting from an email into something else. It's automatically logged in your CRM system, and you're working on it. You're never going to forget to follow up on a new lead with that kind of capability built into the system. Now, before doing any marketing exercise, you can easily create a target list. So when you use a CRM system, you're profiling and categorizing your customers as regards the type of customers they are, the type of relationship, the products that you sell to them, the products they've got already, their location. All of these are different tags that you can then select and build up a list to market to those people. And as regards emailing, we do interface with 4 main systems: MailChimp, Gatormail from Communicator, that's a UK specific system, Constant Contact, and .mailer. So you create those lists in Workbooks. That list can be uploaded to one of those systems. No need to do any importing or exporting. It's really easy. One of those 4 systems will help you create a nice looking email. We'll send out the email to the recipients and then gather statistics on the send and response and so on. But that can be visible back in your Workbook system. So you can see against a customer's record the emails they were sent, what did they click on, and so on. See that journey. Another option that we've got with Workbooks, which is proving to be very popular, is an option, this does cost a little bit extra, is an option called Web Insights. This is basically where we can track website visits to your website, all tracked in the Workbook system. So new inquiries, people you don't know about, will go in as leads automatically. People that you know already, it will build up a picture of the pages they visit and the sequence of those pages and so on. That can be very powerful information at your hands when you're talking to clients to know what pages they went to and products they were looking at. So that's called Web Insights. A nice option to build up your marketing capability in your company. So the CRM system, as well as tracking information, it's all about tracking processes as well. And nothing more important than the sales process and what we're going to be talking about today. And part of the sales process is maybe creating a sales quotation or a proposal to the client. So built into Workbooks as standard, you can create some nice looking quotations Here's an example. A PDF quotation. You can create a number of different quote layouts as well. You've got your products, your price list stored in Workbooks. So as well as it tracking information about leads and inquiries, it can track information about products and some quite in-depth information, rich information about your products, including pictures as well that you could include on your quotations. So a great way of quickly creating a nice looking quote, an accurate quote, and automatically tracking that all in the system. You can email it directly from the workbook system as well, just with a couple of clicks of the mouse. And it's all integrated with a part of workbooks called opportunities. So an opportunity in a CRM system is like another dimension, another screen where you can see all of the information about this particular inquiry or project or job. You can call it what you want in Workbooks, but the default description is an opportunity, something that you're doing, providing to your customer that's going to result in a sale, some revenue coming back to you. So this screen is packed full of information, if you want it to, of all the information you want to know about that opportunity. Where did it come from? What's it for? Who are you selling it to? What's the value? What's the probability? And all the other ancillary information as well, all in one handy place for you. So it makes it really easy to track that through as a process. And part of that process might be ultimately, hopefully, you're successful with your opportunity, and you want to then turn it into an order or an invoice, and that can be done in Workbooks as well. Now we do link with some major billing systems, accounting systems like Xero, like QuickBooks, like Sage 50. So as part of the process, transactions can be shared with those applications. Right, just a quick note about customer service. So if you've got a customer support team, again, it's like another screen, another dimension to Workbooks. If this isn't of no interest to you, you can disable it. It won't alter your enjoyment of using Workbooks. So, but it is relevant if you've got service people, engineers. They too can be using Workbooks to track cases, issues, apply deadlines. We can track service level agreements and contracts in the system. So if you do have SLAs, service level agreements, or service contracts, that can be tracked within Workbooks quite nice. And you're building a wonderful history of issues, and also you're building up a knowledge base of typical problems that come in and solutions to those problems. Right, last slide before I dive into the demo. So this is going to be a great tool, a great solution for you, particularly if you're a manager, to manage your organization or your department, managing activity levels, how many inquiries are coming in, what activity levels are we doing, how many calls or how many meetings are we doing, all those kind of KPI statistics that some sales operations might need. And opportunities as well. What sales are coming in, what's the margin, and what sales are coming in by date or by salesperson. You can slice and dice and look at the sales forecast, the sales information in different ways. A couple of tools to help you see what's going on. First of all, there's management reports. There's a report writer built into Workbooks. There's about 50 or so reports built in, but you can easily create your reports with nice pretty colors and some color formatting as well. So for example, something in red if it's a lower figure or minus or whatever it might be, drawing your attention to that. And also complementary dashboards, again, sort of focusing on KPIs, key performance indicators. So, how many leads are coming in and what's the sales looking like by salesperson, support issues by type of product, that sort of thing. Okay, so let's get into Workbooks proper. And a couple of things here. I'm just going to give you a flavor of what the interface, what the system looks like, and then we'll take a look more closely at how we track these opportunities, how we can see what sort of business is coming in to your organization. So this is Workbooks. It's cloud-based. I've just logged in. I'm using Chrome this morning. It will work with any browser and on your mobile device as well. And when you log in, you've got a familiar look and feel. It looks a little bit like your Windows desktop with your taskbar, in this example down the left-hand side, and I've got some shortcut icons to quickly take me to key things within the workbook system. But from my start button up there in the top left corner and my start menu, I've got here a list or an easy way of going into the key elements of a CRM system with people at the top, organizations, activities, sales, marketing, and so on. So I could, for example, go into organizations here, and then this is the organization's landing page. This is where we can see a summary, a bit like an Excel spreadsheet here, a summary of all of the companies in my system. So there they all are, and you can decide what columns you see in this summary view. Every user can be different, but there's all the companies in my system, and I can of course click on one of those, dive into that record in a bit more detail. So imagine this is a customer record, and a customer of yours, Atlantic Computer Services, and this new window with a row of tabs running across the top of this window. You can have more tabs or less tabs as you wish, but initially we're on the main tab. Show me workbook, show me the main information that I want to know about this particular customer. So we've got, the typical stuff, contact details, address, phone number, and so on. But then you might want to, and this again is quite difficult with other CRM systems, we're able to bring onto one screen information from elsewhere in workbooks and maybe information from outside of workbooks to display on one screen for you. Imagine I'm in sales. Imagine I'm just about to phone this client. Wouldn't it be nice if I had in front of me, without having to ask anyone or without having to go into another system or another application, what have we sold them recently, or how much money do they owe us, or what's the sales situation with this client, sales by product or category. So in this little section here, do you see sales history? That's where I'm bringing in sales information. Now this could be in workbooks, as I say, or it could have been generated from somewhere else. And there's different ways of making that appear in workbooks, maybe as a read-only screen for the salesperson. You don't want the salesperson to change this, of course, but it's nice. It's helping them with their job, for them to identify what have you sold or what are you about to sell. What are the sales profile by product and category. So that's that main tab. Show me the main information about the client. As I say, this is all customizable. This is just an example of what workbooks can look like for you. It's easy for you or your administrator to take stuff away, add stuff to this. And you can search on any of this. You can create reports on this. You can do your marketing on any of this. It's all searchable. And then running across the top, you've got these tabs, more tabs or less tabs, more detailed information about the client. So we've got some notes, general notes about this client, files as well, activities. What phone calls have you done? What meetings have you done with this client? This is a nice way of scheduling those and tracking those. So this is everything that any of us are doing with this customer, 57 of them. That information can be shared with Outlook if you're using Outlook. Emails, what emails have we sent or received to this customer? And all of this, these emails, they will look exactly as you saw them in Outlook or Gmail. A nice way of sharing those emails together with any attached files as well. People, what people do we know in this company? Well, there's 4 of them, and we can click on one of those. Alan, for example, he might be a key contact in this company. And this now has more information about Alan. But the window that's displayed is consistent with all the other windows in Workbooks. It's just the same layout as the company record. Look across the top there, the main tab, main information about this person. Again, all customizable. You tell it what information you want to see at a glance about this person, and then the other tabs across the top there. What activities have we done with Alan, emails, and so on. All these windows, of course, can be minimized, maximized, closed. Now, back to this organization and opportunities. Let's dive on to opportunities now. So here we have 3 opportunities on the go, 3 inquiries, 3 jobs, 3 projects on the go with this client. You can call them what you want to. It's easy to change, just takes a few seconds to change this wording. If you don't like the word opportunities, you want to call it something else, no problem whatsoever. So there's 3 on the go right now. This is the landing page. We can click on one of those. That top one, for example, Atlantic Office Refit. And here again, new window, but consistent look and feel with other types of records in Workbooks. This now is pretty much the standard layout you get for an opportunity record in Workbooks. So all the information that you would expect, a description, a quick description, a brief description of this opportunity. Of course, it's linked to a customer, but it could be linked to other organizations and records in your system as well. No problem at all. When is it going to close? What's the stage of negotiations? Do you have in your company, do you think of your inquiries going through different steps or stages or statuses? That can be tracked. These are the example ones that come with Workbooks, but you can zap these and put in your own terminology, of course. What's the probability? So this one's been 1, so obviously that's a 100% probability. Top right corner, who looks after this opportunity? Everything has to have ownership in a CRM system. So when you get a new inquiry, when you track an activity, when you create a quote, when you create an opportunity, it has to be, somebody has to be responsible for seeing it through to its ultimate conclusion. And that's where, well, this one says me, that I'm the current logged in user, but of course we could allocate it to other people in our company if we want to. We're not in a little vacuum. We could be working as a team, so we can allocate it to other people. And then other information, other more miscellaneous information. Where did this inquiry come from? Wouldn't it be nice to know that you're getting these opportunities from maybe some marketing activity you did, or you went to a show, or you had it as a referral from a customer, or you got it as a lead from another vendor? Wouldn't it be nice to know the source of this business and the outcome of these inquiries as well? So you could then plan your marketing activities more efficiently by knowing where the business comes from and what profit you make from those businesses. So a bit of closed loop marketing and helping you decide where to spend your marketing pounds, your marketing budget. And then lower down on this example screen, lower down, I can actually detail this opportunity. It consists of many products and services. So you can store your price list, you can store your products in Workbooks, and from here you can create a quotation. So you can actually create a quotation directly from this, or an order directly from this as well. So that's an example of the main information that we may want to store against this opportunity. And yes, across the top of this opportunity record, we've got those tabs again, more tabs or more screens as you want them. But this is, as you might expect, this is just showing me information specific to this opportunity. So what 5 things have we done about this opportunity? What specific meetings have we had with this company about this opportunity? what people have some kind of relationship with this opportunity. They're all there. So yes, you can have lots of different tabs there. It's all very customizable, all very easy to do. So that's a quick view there of what typical screens look like in workbooks and opportunities relating to a particular customer. Now, standing back and looking at the bigger picture, what sales are we expecting as a company? Well, there's quite a few ways of doing this in workbooks. There's normally always more than one way of doing something in workbooks. You just choose the way you're happiest with. So, for example, I could go down to this sales section here on my start menu, and then I can go over to opportunities and select opportunities, and I get my opportunities landing page. Again, a bit like an Excel spreadsheet, showing me row by row all of the business I'm expecting. And I can drill down on any of this. I can create little filters if I said, well, I just want to see sales over 10,000 or sales to this particular type of customer, or sales relating to user Fred or user Mary. And these little drill downs, I can give them names or views. So I could, for example, and these are ones I've created earlier, so I could say, well, just show me what deals are closing this month. Click on that, and there they all are there. I could print this out, and I could sort these lists in ascending or descending order as I want to. And of course, I could click on any of these if I'm nosy and drill down and see more information about it. So as well as these landing pages and reports, we've also got dashboards as well in the system. So it's very easy to set up these more graphically appealing screens where it will show you what's going on about your sales, and in this example, sales by sales or sales opportunities by salesperson by stage. So that could be more of a team type dashboard, or as an individual. Here's an example here of my own sales dashboard. I can click on that, and this is now just information personal to me. What are my new sales leads? There they all are there. What's my sales looking like? My pipeline deals, the sales I've achieved by month, and so on. So just a quick run through there, as I say, of sales opportunities. There's a lot more to it than that if you want it to. We've done on previous presentations, we've gone through the quotation capability. So as you do quotes, it will actually fill in a lot of that information for you. Saves you a lot of time. So a quick run through of the interface and opportunities. I'd like to now just cover, in wrapping things up, cover a little bit about pricing. So Workbooks, there's an annual subscription. So based on the number of users you pay. So you deal through us, Wizard Systems, and it's an annual subscription. Once we know your requirements, we can give you a quotation, so you can see exactly what is needed, what the costs are. But so there's the base cost of the subscription, and then you need to think about what help do you need in putting the whole thing together. Now, there's lots of resources available if you want to do it yourself, but we're here on hand to offer you lots of different training options. We can do the whole job for you, or train you on how to do certain things yourselves. And we're still there in providing support in the background if you get stuck, to help you out. So I've now, as we're near the end, if you've got any questions on this, I'd now like to answer any questions you've got. So Belle asks, can you enter people's targets and report on that? Yes, you can. No problem. Standard Workbooks. Those targets could be revenue, could be margin. Yes, Bell, doesn't matter. Clara, okay. Okay, so Clara had a bit of a problem logging in there. Hopefully, Clara, you resolved that. I think you may be logged in now. Calvin, we have two parts to our company. Can we have two different types of opportunities? Yes, you can with workbooks. All of these, I should have mentioned that, all of these records of a company, records of an opportunity, you can actually define different layouts to that. So if you've got two different parts to your company and they all, they're radically different as regards the sort of information you want to know. Excuse me, you want to know about these different contexts, and yes, you can create these different views and track that. It's a standard feature of workbooks, having different views based on different types of records or different people. Maybe user Fred sees a different screen than user Mary. You can do that with workbooks. You can't do that with many other CRM systems. Okay, I don't think there's any more questions coming through. So in bringing things to a close for this short presentation, if you want a follow-up call presentation, please contact us at Wizard Systems. My name is Tim Wilmot. If you want to have sign up for the free trial of Workbooks, very straightforward. Please contact us for details. A free 30-day trial, no credit card required. But thanks very much for your time this morning. Those that are listening live, if you're watching this on YouTube and you're looking for a new CRM system, please contact us. We'd love to assist you. Thanks very much indeed. Bye-bye.